Hello guys, in this video I would like to talk about the principle on how to escape headlocks. And of course there is many principles, but the most important, especially when a headlock is locked, is the rule of the hip facing the hip of your opponent. So when somebody catches you in a fully locked guillotine or headlock or guillotine or anaconda or dars, it is very important that the hip cannot face yours. So let me make an example. If I catch a guillotine on my partner here, Liam, and I can make so that his hip stays in front of mine, then by pushing my hips in, I can start closing his arteries and make him tough. But if Liam can make so that his hip is not facing mine anymore, even if I'm squeezing and it goes over, now there is not guillotine anymore. All right. So what I should do, what I will do if I wanted to finish him, I wouldn't focus on the squeezing, but I would focus on bringing my hips in front of his, and then I can finish again. So, of course, if the hands are not fully locked, you can hand fight. Maybe you don't want to do that, but when I saw many times that when the hands are fully locked and guillotine or whatever headlocks is on, they keep fighting the hands, and then inevitably they end up tapping. So when you see that the headlock is locked and you cannot escape, then it's time to push the hips away from yours. So I'm gonna make 3 examples from different positions. One is gonna be turtle. So turtle is a bit particular, especially when they have, for example, an arming guillotine, because then it is important, one second, where you're turning is important. Yeah, I can turn my hips away, but then if I turn the wrong way and I turn in the direction of the arm under my armpit, don't move. As I turn this way, it can lock me in a dart chuck and now I'm in trouble. But instead, I will turn the other way. So as he tries to finish me and to lock it in, I will turn away from the arm under my armpit and face my hips up. And then it's going to be very hard for him to hold me, and close my elbows to my chest so the wrist to be armor, and then we can work towards recovering it out. Let's see that one more time. Now another example could be when I am on top of him and he has an off guard. Now it is very important to understand the configuration of the legs. Sometimes they can finish a guillotine where the leg is not in off guard, meaning it doesn't look my leg, but it's across my hips. Another is when he has an off guard, so he's locking one leg, and another one could be when he has me in close guard. So we're gonna see 3 examples of that. So when his leg is across my hip and he's choking me, I won't roll over. All I need to do is to rotate towards the side. There is no leg around my body. And then I will focus on pushing his hips away. If Liam tries to come back on top and choke me, I'll keep pushing until I can get free and face my opponent. If one leg is locked around my leg, then your focus on freeing your leg is going to become more important. So as he's catching my head and he's trying to choke me, I will go here. He will try to lock his legs, of course, but I have to stop pushing the knee and free my leg. And then from here, as always, stop his hips from coming back on top whenever he has your head still. The last one, which is the most difficult one, when he's catching me in a headlock and I am in a close guard, the first thing I want to do is to stay on my toes to relieve pressure. And now from here, I'm going to use my hands to push his knee down and slip my butt out. Once my legs are free and I can roll over, again, my hips are facing away and I stop his hips from facing mine so I cannot finish it. And then we work towards freeing our head and we're back on top. Now, when you are on bottom, the principle is kind of the same from what we have just done. But this time, instead of avoiding them to come back on top and reface your hips, we just push the hips away straight away. So let's say I am in a half guard and it catches my head. Again, I'm not gonna try to fight the hand, especially when it's too late. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push his hips up. Especially because his hands are occupied in holding my head to finish me. It doesn't have any base, so it's relatively easy to push his hips away and misalign their hip from yours. I know this is a simplified way of explaining this principle, but I didn't really want to explain techniques in depth, but I wanted to give an insight to an important rule for finishing and therefore avoiding getting finished: headlock. I hope this video helps you and I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. More videos to come.